Hello, this tutorial is to demonstrate the centered double decrease in double knitting. This is a decrease which decreases 3 stitches into 1, and you can see on this rather crazy shaped swatch here that I've got a line of centered double decreases going up the middle, and every time one of the decreases gets made, the stitches either side tuck in underneath. It's called a centered double decrease because it's perfectly symmetrical. It doesn't lean to the left or to the right. On the other side we have exactly the same situation with the line of centered double decreases working up the middle there and all the stitches feeding into it from one side or the other. So how is it done? In double knitting, standard double knitting, your stitches will always be on the needle and knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl orientation. In order to make this decrease work, we first of all need to work up to 1 stitch before where we want the decrease to appear. So I'll just set that up, and when I'm there I can take you through the next stage. Here we are, it didn't take too long. This is the stitch, this green stitch here is the one where I will be working the decrease itself, and I'll be working it over 3 pairs, so that's 1, 2 and 3 pairs there. The first thing I need to do is reorient the stitches so that instead of knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, or KK, KP, 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 they are on the needle as KKK and PPP. So I want the 3 knit stitches together and the 3 purl stitches together. To do that, there's a little bit of slipping around to be done, and these are the stages you need to follow. First of all, you need to insert your right needle into the 1st, the 3rd and the 5th stitches on the needle, ignoring the 2nd and the 4th. So I'm just going into the front of the 3 knit stitches, leaving the purl stitches. I'm going to slide my left needle out, and those purl stitches will pop free at the back, and then I'm going to slide my left needle in and pick those up before they start unraveling unpleasantly down the back. Then I just need to slip those knit stitches back on to the left needle, and you can see they're ordered knit, 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 purl, purl, purl. Nice and handy. So the centered double decrease is done in a couple of stages. First of all, we need to work on the 3 knit stitches. So the first step is to slip the first 2 stitches, 1 and 2 here, together, going in as if to knit. Now normally you would slip stitches purlwise, but this time we're slipping them knitwise, and we're doing it together. That twists them, but it also crosses them over. The next thing we do is, with the yarn required, in this case I'm doing it all in the green, we knit that 3rd stitch and take it off the needle, and the 3rd stage is to insert the left needle under both of those first 2 stitches and pull them over the top of the stitch we've just knitted. That is the decrease correctly done for the front or the facing side of the fabric. Now we need to do the same thing, but as seen from the back, so we need to do that for the purl stitches. In order to get there, bring both yarns to the front, as normal in double knitting when we're working for purl stitches, and this is how you reverse all of those steps so that it looks right on the other side. These 2 stitches both need to be slipped together again, but this time we need to go in as if to purl through the back loops. That's the crazy direction that makes you feel like you're going to poke yourself in the eye. So going round the back here, it's difficult to get on camera, but I'll do my best. Going round the back, and in behind that 2nd stitch I come towards myself. It's not going to focus. There we go. Towards myself that way. Let me show you that direction again because it looks a little bit uncomfortable. Going into both of these stitches from round the back, coming towards myself, yourself, or the camera, whichever is most appropriate, and slipping those stitches from one needle to the other. Then all I need to do is purl that 3rd stitch the normal way, and then I need to pass the 2 first slipped stitches over the purled stitch. So I always go in, for ease, I go in to the back of those 2 stitches, stitches 2 and 3 on the needle, and then draw them over the top of the purled, the worked stitch, and off the needle, and return my yarns to the back. Then once you can carry on doing the double knitting as you normally would, till you get to the end of the row. I don't need to go that far, but you can see that I've got on the knit side, I've got another double decrease there, and on the purl side there's one. It's a bit bright on camera there. There it is in the centre. And there you have it, the centred double decrease on the knit and the purl side for double knitting.